Yo, what's going on? I am Jay Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better. And in this video, I want to talk about the Cartere Cartel community, which I'm going to be opening through my Patreon. Now, what is the Cartere Cartel community? 3 C's, boy. Triple C's, like I'm Rick Rouse. Basically, the Cartere Cartel community is a community for mature gamers, mature PS4 gamers specifically. I want to start out just focusing on PS4 gamers so that I can avoid the situation where someone who plays Xbox joins and then is upset because everyone else is on PS4. So I think if we start with just PS4 gamers, then, you know, some people will have an Xbox as well, and then we'll build the community, and then we can expand to like PC, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, everything basically. But why am I doing this? Basically, what I want to create is a place where mature gamers can come together and find other mature people to play with. Like, I myself am almost 25. I'm 24 right about now, but I find it difficult to find a group of mature gamers. Like, it's not easy to find a group of mature gamers that I can consistently play with. So what I want to do here is create a community of mature gamers that all want to play games with each other. I think that would be a great thing. So when people want to play games with each other, they can find someone to play games with. Also want to engage in a discussion with the community, so we have people to talk about games with and have other ideas. For example, a monthly streaming session where we'll like watch a film or play a game together or watch a show together, you know, this sort of stuff. I really just want to create a close-knit community of people who are like-minded, who want the same thing. Like, if you don't want to play with salty squeakers, or you don't want to play with 12-year-olds calling you a cunt on their mother's internet, then this is the place for you. And I want to avoid playing with like 13-year-olds and all that sort of stuff. I'm not saying, you know, all 13-year-olds are bad, but me personally, as someone who's over 18, I want to play with other people who are over 18, who can kind of engage in the same things that I want to engage in, who can have conversations with me that are interesting to me personally, and we can like talk about stuff and just act like adults. Although we don't have to, like, it's not like, oh, you need to be professional when you play games together. I just don't want to have like salty people who are gonna be like screaming in your ear and moaning about this and moaning about that. I just want people who are grown up, so they know how life works enough. They know enough about how life works, so we can just chill and have fun and, you know, do that sort of stuff. So yeah, I really want to find a group of people to play games with. I'm hoping that creating this community will give me that chance to find a group of people and to continually play with new people who are cool people such as yourself. So what do you get for pledging to the community? Well, you gain access to the community, you gain access to the Patreon only Discord channels, you gain access to me, you get to play games with me, and also add me as a friend on Discord and PSN, depending on what tier you've pledged on. Now, that is obviously not the most flattering freeze frame, but I had to add this to let you know that, of course, you can see all the rewards that you will get on the actual Patreon page. So just go to the Patreon page and look at the different tiers that you can pledge at, and you'll see all the rewards that you'll get for each tier. You're also able to help shape the community through your suggestions and through voting in polls that will be taking place to see what people in the community want most. Also, you know, if you've got a suggestion, for example, a video, if you're in the community, then I'm gonna prioritize your suggestion over people who just comment on my YouTube channel. Like, a lot of people, they'll comment and they'll ask me to make a video or a tutorial on something, and because I'm generally busy, it may take like 3 weeks, might even take 2 months for that video to come out. If you're a patron, then, you know, your video is gonna go to the top of the list basically, generally. So there's another advantage. You also gain access to a community of other mature gamers who are like-minded and want to play with other mature gamers. And I really think that is the biggest selling point, to be honest. But if you like me and you want for some reason, and you want to engage in, you know, playing games with me and stuff like that, then, you know, this is a great way to get to do that. Obviously, people who are patrons will be prioritized to play games with me, and you'll also have a priority spot to play on my servers for any game that allows you to host servers. If I open up Fallout 76 servers, you'll have priority spots for that. You have priority spots for my Ark servers, all that sort of stuff. So what will I do with your coins? What will I do with your pledges? Basically, the main thing that your pledges contribute to is to me having the time to dedicate to the community. As an entrepreneur, I need to weigh up my decisions a lot, and I always need to weigh up like what I'm putting my time into. I need to decide whether that is worth my time. Is it a revenue generating activity? Is it going to help me pay my bills? That sort of stuff. So if the community is generating income that allows me to continue working on it, then I'm going to be able to dedicate more of my time to it without feeling like I'm neglecting my bills or my businesses or anything else that I need to take care of. So it kind of just allows me to be able to focus on this and put the passion that I really want to put into it without it just being like a hobby side project or something like that, because I don't want it to be a hobby side project. I want this to be something great. Like I'm really excited about this. I really want this to be something, and I want to consistently put work into it and continue making it as great as possible. Now, I will also hopefully be doing giveaways and other sorts of events in the future. So that may cost money. Like I might, depending on how many pledges we have, I may do a game giveaway, we may do a console giveaway, it depends on how much income is coming in. But those are things that I want to do because I think that's really exciting. Like you pledge and you're able to win stuff, like that's great. So I do want to do that. Pledges will probably go to other sorts of admin tools that I may need, although I'm not sure if we need any admin tools right about now, but if it's needed in the future, then, you know, that's what it will go to. But yeah, mainly this is going to take a lot of time. This is going to take a lot of time for me to build certain things. Like later on today, I'm going to be building up the Discord to focus on the community. So I'm going to be making new channels and that sort of stuff. And this sort of stuff takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time away from me doing other things. So the more pledges we have, the less guilty I'll feel dedicating time to the community, basically. And it will also allow me to do cool things like giveaways and that sort of stuff. But not just that, it also allow me to advertise the community using like Google AdWords, maybe Facebook ads, you know, that sort of stuff. These things are very, very expensive. So this will give me the opportunity to spend some money over there and promote the community to get to even more players and get more people into the community. And I may also use pledges to purchase games that I may then review to let people know whether it's worth getting the game or not, and more stuff like that. But if you just want to pledge to support my content, you just want to support my videos, you really like my stuff, and that's what you want to do, then you can go ahead and do that. There are some people that do that already, and honestly, I am always gobsmacked and mind blown that people do that. Like the generosity that's out there, I don't expect it whatsoever. So when it does come, I'm taken aback. I'm taken aback because I don't expect that. I don't expect people just being generous or trying to help out. So when people do that, it means a lot. It means a lot. So if that is just what you want to do, then you can do that. But I invite you to get involved in the community anyways. If you just want to support my content, still get involved in the community because I want to hear your thoughts on games. I want to play games with you, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, get involved. Now I want to answer the question that I think I'll probably get comments on, is why is it not free? Why is the community not free? And the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons, is quality control. Having people even donate $1 per month means we're gonna get rid of all the people who just want to join to troll and spread negativity and be toxic and all that sort of stuff. I really just want to get rid of all of that. I don't want to deal with that at all, and I don't want anyone in the community to have to deal with that. So quality control is a big part, especially because we want mature players to be in the community. So people who are like 9 and 11 and 10, those people try to sneak in. They will try to sneak in, but if they have to donate $1, then it's a bit longer for them to do that because they usually don't have a bank account and they'll have to jump through a bunch more hoops. So we'll cut down the amount of young players who try to sneak into the community. And as I said before, it allows me to dedicate time to it. If it was free, then I wouldn't be able to dedicate serious time to it. I'd have to have it like on the side and not treat it as a proper thing that I'm actually building. And I really want to treat it like a proper thing. I really want to give it the attention it deserves because I'm really excited about it. And I really want to build a real community of mature gamers who want to play games together because I need it, and I think some other people would need this as well. Like, to be honest, pursuing, you know, the business and YouTube and everything that I've done has left me with little friends. I don't have a lot of friends, to be honest. I don't have friends that play games, to be real. The only person I really chill out with is my girlfriend. And yeah, that's just where I'm at in my life. And it seems like as people get older, you know, you drop off old friends and you get into relationships and you move forward. So, you know, that is just part of life. But I had to make sacrifices to get to where I wanted to be in terms of, you know, YouTube and business and everything, because I was poor for a very long time and I had to put in a lot of time in order to dedicate in my energy to not being poor anymore. Like, some of you get this, some of you won't get this, innit? When you really want something and you want to be successful at something, you got to make these sacrifices. You got to put in an inordinate amount of work and an inordinate amount of time. And if you're in like a high pressure job or you're in a high paying job or anything like that, then you may relate to this because, or even if you're in a job that just has long hours, you may relate to this because you're not going out with your friends on the nights or on the weekends or whatever. If you ever been put in a position where you've needed to focus on responsibility over having fun, then I think you'd relate to this. And that's the position that I've been put in. And honestly, I want to find like-minded people that I can communicate with and that I can play games with. And if we become friends, you know, we become friends. Even if it's just online friends or PSN friends, it's still something. And I do want to create that community and be part of that community. I want to be part of that community more than anything. Like, it's not about me creating this and this being my next venture. I don't give a shit about that. I want to be part of this community and I just want it to be done well. And in order for it to be done well, it cannot be free. It just can't. It just doesn't make sense. There's two. If it was free, I'd have to spend too much time moderating the people that shouldn't have been getting in. And you'll just get people who join, but they're not really serious. They don't really want to join the community. They're just joining for the sake of it. And then they don't post or they don't get involved. And like, I don't want that. I want to get rid of that. And making people have to pledge at least $1 weeds out the people that we don't need in the community and brings in the people who want this as much as I do. And those are the people that I want to talk to. So if that's not you, then that's fair enough. If you was like, I don't want to join this community because it's not free, then, you know, that's cool. That's cool. No one's begging you to join the community. You can go along your merry way. Like, don't moan and say, make it free. Just go along your merry way. Make your own free community or something like that. Now, the last point I want to touch is how do you contact other patrons? Now, you basically contact other patrons using the Discord. I may use the actual patron system for some stuff like that, but mainly we're going to be using Discord because I like the way it works and I've been using that for a while. I'll probably look into integrating the Patreon system with that. We'll generally do like votes and stuff on Patreon because I think it's better for that. But when you want to communicate with other players, see what other games other players have, I think it's probably best to use the Discord for that. I will be making individual tutorials for the Discord and I'll make like a channel where you can go through the tutorials and all that sort of stuff. But when you actually pledge to become a patron, then after that, you'll be taken to a thank you page and it should give you instructions in order to link your Patreon account up to your Discord account, which will then give you the patron role that you need in the Discord to use the patron only channels. I hope you understand that. If you never used Patreon before or you've never used Discord before, Then I will be providing tutorials that will help you through the process and get you to grips with how to use Discord and how to use it the correct way that will help you get the most bang for your buck. So that may be available when you actually pledge. It will likely be in, like, there'll be a link to it in the welcome part of the Discord. So that's all the information. I think if you got any questions, leave them down below and I will try and answer them. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing. Thanks for being a patron. If you are, thanks for pledging. If you're going to pledge after this video, I'm really excited to see this grow. And I'm really excited to play games with people because I haven't really been playing games with people for a while. And I really want to find a good group of people that I can play games with. And I hope you want the same thing. I hope you come along and I hope we play games together. So yeah, if you're a mature PS4 gamer, get involved. If you're a mature Xbox gamer, maybe wait. Leave a comment down below to see if we're spreading it to other consoles and stuff yet. But I'll make an announcement when that does happen and I'll change the title on the Patreon page. For now, the Patreon page will say Jay Cartere is creating a community for mature PS4 players. When we get rid of the PS4, that's when you know we're opening it up to all consoles basically. So yeah, that's the deal. I'll see you later. So if you want to join this community of mature PS4 gamers, then go to patreon.com/Jay Cartere and become a patron today.